Well, after 10 years of hitting the back roads, the trusty old brown leather bag and I are on our final road trip. Back road still goes on, but I'm calling it a day.
Leaving.
Sorry, my hat's going to blow off.
Over the past 10 years,
Oh, God.
I've had a blast on back roads, touring right around Australia and shining a light on country communities.
So good to see you again.
You too.
I've been constantly amazed at how extraordinary small towns can be, driven by proud locals who really care about where they live. They have the same sort of values that I grew up with, near the small town of Murchison in Victoria, on the mighty Goulburn River.
So here we are, coming into Murchison. For me, this is where the seeds of back roads began. It was very grounding to grow up with the highs and lows of a small, supportive community. And I figured there had to be others out there too. And of course, as we discovered, there were. There's a reassuring rhythm to the simpler pace of life here and elsewhere in the bush. What a joy it's been to tap into that and showcase it.
I'm heading back to the farm where my father grew up. It holds many happy memories for me. And what better place to reflect on what's been an eventful decade on back roads? Let's start at the very beginning, when the show was created.
Okay, I can still remember the enthusiasm and the great excitement in the room as we were bouncing around ideas. And we settled on the theme, you never know who you'll meet or what you'll find when you take the back roads. Are these oysters the best in the country, do you reckon?
Oh, of course. Yeah, hell yeah.
I remember the very first episode, there was a farmer called Kiwi, an oyster farmer, and we hit it off really well. So you had to build all of this. Whoops, you're over. You want a hand?
Nah, we're all right.
Bet you that was cold.
I hope they cut that out. There's the little fellas in there.
This was showing people in their little communities doing seemingly ordinary, everyday things, but they were so interesting and they were funny.
All the juicy, snotty stuff goes out of it, really.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thanks for the detail, George.
Yeah.
It all seemed very simple and organic. We went there, we hung out, we got to know everyone, and we filmed it.
Salt water in my hair, sand between my toes. So tingle in my tongue, got freckles on my nose.
I think it showed a slice of Australia that city people especially thought no longer existed. But it did, and still does.
That first episode became the template for our travels. And since then, we've certainly clocked up the Ks on back roads. In all sorts of transport.
Should be down about another 3 hours or so, I reckon.
I've come in on a steamroller, I've been in a fire truck. I've come by horse.
Beautiful.
I've been in old vintage cars, I've been in sports cars. How fast can we go?
You can go as fast as you like.
Pretty amazing view.
Because, as we discovered, you can learn a whole lot about someone if you take a ride with them.
A bit of a truck wrecking track.
Take my mate Knackers, triple road train driver on the unsealed Strzelecki track in outback South Australia.
Would you like to see the road sealed eventually? Would it make life easier for you?
Oh, it definitely would, yeah, but it's the end of an era then, isn't it? It'd be like bitumising the Birdsville track, wouldn't it? It's the end of an era and it's gone. Once it's victimised, gone. Just goes rough. Like you can come up here one day and you think this is all right. Come back down the next day, totally different. Rough as guts. Yes, it's different. It's an adventure.
It sure
It
is.
is an adventure.
I had a ripper time travelling with Knackers, even though he reckoned I talked too much.
Here we are at Mount Freely, Heather. It's time for you to get out.
Knackers, have some manners.
Get out!
It's been a pleasure travelling with you.
And when I do finally arrive,
See
See ya.
Bye.
I'm never quite sure of what I'm in for. Sometimes it's pretty confronting.
It looks a long way down there. I have done a lot of extreme things on back roads. I think sometimes above and beyond the call of duty. I can't believe I'm doing this. Right up there, as one of the scariest things I've ever done, was going down to an underground cave on the Nullarbor. I had to go down first in this rickety old ladder to where the climb 100 metres under the ground would begin.
Off-road!
And once we started, I thought, what the hell are we doing? We were climbing over these massive rocks that seemed like the size of a car, some of them, and weaving our way in and out. And it was dark. It was kind of scary.
You were worried about getting your pants dirty.
When we got to the bottom, there was this beautiful rock pool, supposed to be the clearest water in the world, which was really wonderful to see. So beautiful. It's like a mirror.
Yeah.
Once we'd seen it, I couldn't get out of there fast enough, clamouring up to the top. And I remember saying to the producer, I am never, ever doing anything as mad as that again. But of course, we did.
Go, go, go.
Another pretty wild adventure was going buffalo hunting with some young women near Adelaide River in the Northern Territory. And I really had no idea what I was in for when I agreed to do this.
At first, the three Fawcett sisters made me think it would be a nice, relaxed family activity.
What do you get out of it when you're hooning around out there?
I don't know.
Thrill?
Yeah, the thrill of it, yeah. Get to do it with our dad, so. Yeah. People always said, oh, don't you wish you had a boy? And he always said, oh, I make my girls do everything a boy can do, so.
We're dodging tree branches and we're racing to catch the buffalo, and I lived to tell the tale, and it was really quite exhilarating. I can see why they were hooked on the whole thing. They'd been trained by their father, and I will never ever have an experience I know like that again. You're a madman. It is really good fun. Some of the smallest towns I've been to actually provide the biggest surprises and pack the biggest punch. And I'm thinking there of Hebel, a little town just across the border from New South Wales in Queensland. Population, I think, is only about 12. The local pub was in danger of closing, so a farmer and his family, Frank Dishon, decided that wasn't going to happen. They bought the pub, and that meant the town stayed alive.
And let's face it, it's the local pub that's the best thing for mental health out here in the bush. You know, like people go to congregate and just have a beer and a yarn. And that's what heals the heart, heals the mind.
And I met this incredible woman there, Tommy, who was in her 90s and was quite a fixture around the town, and people just loved her. What are you up to here today?
Hello, Gorge. How are you?
Very good.
Well, I'm here watering for Megan and Frank. So it's a sort of my pleasure, apart from which I love gardening.
And how do you cope with this in the heat? You're 91 years old.
We don't talk about that. Go away.
You never stop.
Life's for living, isn't it? You know, you have to have a good crack at it every day, I reckon. That's my philosophy.
And I remember she rang me afterwards and said, people are driving through town, Heather, and they're winding down their windows and they're yelling out, can I have a selfie with you? And I don't even know what a selfie is, Heather. When I caught up with Tommy a few years later, when I was back at the Hebel pub, I think she'd got very used to the publicity by then and was quite enjoying it, as was the whole town. I really wanted to give country people a voice and to help bridge the gap between the country and the city. And if we've achieved that, then I think we've done our job well, and I'm very, very proud of that.
I'm grateful to those who so generously allowed us into their lives, in both good and bad times, even after major disasters.
It looked like the scene from a war zone, an earthquake or something.
Showing us that while fire and flood are devastating, adversity can create a whole new level of strength and bonding.
Good to see you again. Good to see you.
Thank you for coming.
As people join together to lift up those who need it.
The community itself was the gift that a lot of people didn't anticipate. There's always somebody here to look after you.
The people and the stories they tell have always been the heart of this show. And sometimes you find them in the most unlikely places.
I've been told this is the roughest pub in Australia.
Nah, it's the people that drink here, it's not the pub.
We were filming up in Corumba, right up in far north Queensland near the Cape, and I was in desperate need of a haircut. And one of the locals in the pub, which was called the Animal Bar, said to me, oh, well, you should go and find the hairdressing team, you know, up at the motel before they head back home to Innisfail. And I said, what?
And Maxine, could I have your phone number, love, just in case things change?
And they said, oh, they give people haircuts, you know, in their motel room, and they travel all around the place doing this. And I thought, well, they sound worth meeting.
And soon enough, I was on a trip with this hairdressing duo, starting in Innisfail and heading all the way up to the Gulf of Carpentaria.
I travelled around in the car with them, and they were always regaling me with stories. We were absolutely jam-packed with hairdressing gear, and they'd also bring things that people needed in remote places that they'd asked for.
Yesterday. Whoops. First casualty.
But it was actually the basic things that made it so enjoyable. Like their expert tips on travelling in remote areas.
What do we do for emergencies?
Oh, well, love, you just get out, you get some wipes, and one face is one way and the other face is the other.
Okay, we've got to have our wipes.
There's your wipes. There's yours, Heather.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Don't be long.
I'll try not to be. Oh, these are flash ones. Whoa. By gee, it's a long way down.
Don't fall in, Phil.
Lynn and Phil know the location of just about every roadside loo from the coast to the Gulf. And some are more inviting than others.
Oh, I don't think so. No. Yuck.
And we just found everything a laugh, and that's my great memory of them. And I've stayed in touch all these years later, as I have with so many of the people I've met on back roads. Something that never ceases to astonish me is the wealth of different cultures we've come across on our journeys. When I went to Leeton, a town in the New South Wales Riverina, a fruit bowl, I found there were 30 different nationalities of people living and working there, some of them refugees. And I met a bloke, Ken Dachi from Kenya, who was the multicultural officer with the council there, and his wife Sakai.
So we're making mung beans, so we've boiled those.
And they'd made friends with a local farmer, all based on their love of mung beans, which was a key part of their diet and used in so much of their cooking in Kenya.
Here we go. Hey. Bon appetit.
We couldn't find it, so when we met Rob, and he obviously was growing the beans, so having the opportunity to then showcase what it tastes like, fantastic. So these
this is
are
chapati.
Oh, right. And traditionally, this is what we have as a
an accompaniment.
Yeah, so you'd have
so
the
this is quite a treat. It's like Christmas has come early.
Hey, I'm into that.
Rob! This is Uncle Rob. He's the coolest.
Yeah.
It's great to have these guys come to town and bring some of their culture to our little village. So we really appreciate what they bring to us. So we're very accustomed to having beautiful people come in and make our place a better community.
What a feast!
On that note, Australia's love of so many different foods has been one of the great standouts of the show for me.
Thank you.
So what gets sold at the food van?
Chips, hot dogs, chips and gravy with bacon, chips and gravy, bacon with cheese. Daggle dog with sauce, no daggle dogs.
Even the cutthroat world of the vanilla slice in Birchip in Victoria.
I've seen grown men reduced to tears over accepting first prize at the vanilla slice comps.
You should see this fish burger, Heather.
And the gigantic fish burger I had in Queensland.
This, whoa, is the best in town. Of course, the town is not that big.
Yeah, it's the only one in town.
The only one in town.
Here we go, Heather.
Sharing food can often be a great icebreaker when we first arrive in a place.
One that really comes to mind is Hermannsburg in the Northern Territory, about an hour and a half's drive from Alice Springs.
Sun goes down in the evening west.
And there I got to eat routail at a barbecue that was put on by local Indigenous elder Warren Williams, a great singer, and his family.
It's nice and tender.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Warren became my guide to this town that was once a Lutheran mission.
This is where we became a community, the Ndari community. I mean, even today, we still teach our kids language, and you know the cultural part of our community it's still strong.
Keep them going now. Don't stop down that bottom end.
And I met some of the kids.
That's it.
Like Daryl, about to set out on a school riding trip.
Are you pretty excited too?
Yeah.
You look like you are.
Yeah.
And you get to camp out and sleep out there?
Yeah. The girls camping next to the creek and we're camping next to the horses.
Who talks the most at night?
The girls. Our ancestors, they look after the place, and then it's our turn to look after the place.
The future are the kids, but it's up to us. We have to teach them our culture so they can take it forward, so they can have that culture when they're in the future. We teach them now, and I hope they take it with them.
Do you prefer me to call you Mrs. Ewart or Heather?
I think you should call me Heather.
Now that's great. Come on, you're on a roll.
Anyone here having pie?
This is Heather.
I've been fortunate over the years to meet so many wonderful people and characters that you'd think might be a dying breed, but they're not.
Right, how are you? How you battling, old fella?
Where have you been?
Oh, they You know what these city people are like, they're bloody slow.
I'm thinking there of a couple of bushmen near Corryong in the Upper Murray, man from Snowy River country, named Dougie and Snags. Don't ask me why Snags.
After you, Dougie.
Really good old mates who had every skill in the book from old bushman days.
How many rooms have you got?
2. This one's got the rubbish in it.
Yeah. That's handy. A room for the rubbish.
Yeah. That's a few of my whips.
God, how many whips do you need, Doug?
That's a whole lot.
Did you make these?
Yeah.
God, you're handy.
The old horse fell over with me a couple of times last week.
Well, you've got to stop going so fast.
So how are you going to get a new horse? You going to get one?
I'll probably catch one out of the bush.
Catch a Brumby?
Yeah.
Of course you would do that.
And their dear friend Joan Sinclair, bushwoman extraordinaire, who ran her own property and thrived on beating the blokes with cattle sale prices, local sales. She went viral when she told her story. Just a truly impressive woman. What are you doing still riding horses in your 80s?
Well, it's better than walking. And besides, I've always done it. And it's the only way I got to school. It was the only way I got anywhere when we were young. And Dad used to go to the mountains up here with the cattle, and so I'd clear out and go too. And it's a different world when you get up the bush.
And you've always lived here, Joan?
Always lived here. I came here when I was 6 weeks old. And I've had 2 husbands, and they've both come here. They've both died on me. But that's what happens. Stop yawning.
Does it ever get lonely?
No. These fellas are my mates, and they're a lot less trouble than men.
You've worked that out?
Yes, I worked that out a long time ago.
Sun, it shines down the valley square with the mountain tall and the peppermint air, and he held his arm against his head to stop the summer glare.
One of my strongest memories of that shoot is inviting my mother and my cousin to drive up for Mother's Day, and Joan Sinclair invited us all out for a barbecue. And there was Fanny Lumsden, well-known country singer, playing, and her father was reciting bush poetry. And it was such a special, special time. And I remember later we went up to the house as it was getting colder, and we sat around telling funny stories about growing up in the country. It was really precious, because that would be the last Mother's Day I would ever have with my mother. She died a few months later in that same year. So they're really, really special memories for me to have. And I think of it whenever I drive around Corryong. I know how fortunate I've been to have had such a great gig, and there have been so many laughs and fun along the way with the crew and all the people we've met, and I'm going to miss that. We've got to stop laughing because I've got to do this seriously. Oh, God, anyway, where were we?
I've had the backing of such a talented team over the years. And I do carry with me things that I will never, ever forget.
And that is the smell of Sharp's Bakery in Birchip, just as the vanilla slices and bread were coming out. I can still taste the icy cold beer that Lester Kane poured at the Middleton pub in outback Queensland. I can smell the sassafras tea near Queenstown in Tasmania. So many wonderful memories and so much I've learned, and I'll never forget any of it.
The country has given me so much, and I like to think my time on back roads has been my way of giving back. The show is still going strong, hitting the road and meeting the people, and there are still so many places to visit. But for me, that's it. And on this 10th anniversary, I'm going out on a high. So why not throw a party? I've got all my family and old friends here, Even the singer is a mate I grew up with. They're all a huge part of my life.
Live both in and out of town, both sides of the border. Well, I cut and I picked, I plowed and sheared, worked out on the water. Well, it doesn't matter where I go, who I go there with. It's the country and the stories and the people there who live. She likes someone in my favorite song. It's stuck in my head. I can do it, sing along. It's the one about that girl who grew up in Murchison. Well, honey's had her all these years. Now she's moving on.
Thanks to all of you for sharing my journey. And thanks especially to those of you who welcomed me so generously into your homes and communities right around Australia and told me your stories. It's been a fantastic ride. So one last time, here's cheers to you. But do you know what? Old habits die hard. So I reckon I'll still bump into some of you somewhere on the back roads.
Stuck in my head, I can do it, sing along. It's the one about that girl who up near Murchison. Well, honey's had her all these years, now she's moving on.
Next time on Back Roads, I'm strapping myself in for an adventure, pushing the limits on the iconic Snowy River.
So we've blown a tyre on the buggy, trying to get out.
I'm diving in deep, meeting the real-life legends who live along its banks.
It's an incredible part of Australia and it's hidden and most Australians really don't know what's here.
Yeehaw!